Let's talk about possibly increasing your pricing. Don't get scared. Obviously, there are two major ways to increase your overall profitability: increase your revenue or decrease your cost of doing business. Now, let's discuss increasing your profitability. How about a simple strategy? Raise your prices. Most small businesses never raise their prices. That's because they don't know the facts when it comes to increasing their pricing. They're scared to death that any price increase, no matter how small or big, will lead to a mass exodus of their customers. But is that reality? Let's say you sell a widget for $100 and you decide to increase that price by 10%. Now it's $110. Will that small increase really lead a loss of customers? Honestly, I believe few will leave, but they are most likely your biggest price shoppers that are not even loyal to your patronage or to your business anyway. So sometimes this weeds them out. They will beat you down price-wise every chance they get, and the moment you begin to make a decent profit, they will leave you in a heartbeat for the next business that's willing to accept the beat-down price. But even though there will be some customer attrition, to what extent? Let's look at the numbers. The business selling this widget is now making an additional $10, all of which is pure profit. Right there, that's a 33% profit increase. For this business to make $1,000 in profit selling their widgets for $100 each, they would need to sell 33.3 widgets. But by increasing their price 10%, they only need to sell 25 widgets. This means just to break even, this business would only lose 25% of its customers over a measly 10% price increase, and that simply isn't going to happen. Of course, we need to perform a thorough price analysis on your business and determine the most lucrative price increase for you. But this is definitely a strategy I strongly recommend to all of my small business clients to help them increase revenue. There simply is no faster or easier way to generate additional revenue but by increasing your prices. Let me ask you a question. Do you think we might be able to increase your pricing by a meager 5% without running into any meaningful attrition? Let me put this to context for you. Let's say you love to eat lunch at McDonald's, heaven forbid, and your favorite meal there is a Big Mac, and it's $6. Today, you walk in at lunch, place that order, and the price has increased to $6.25. Answer this honestly. Would you even notice the price increase? And if you did notice, would it influence your decision to purchase? Would you turn around and walk out? Of course not. That's less than a 5% increase. And it's minuscule. And in cases, it won't impact your business. You would have to be in an extremely price-sensitive market or industry for it to have any significant repercussions. So I strongly encourage you a test. A 5% price increase immediately. If it does have an impact, you can always revert to your original price. Think about a business generating $300,000 in revenue with a 40% gross profit margin. A 5% increase would generate an additional $15,000 in revenue, a $6,000 in gross profit. Total time invested? 0. Total effort required? 0. Risk factor in most businesses? Negligible. Calculate what 5% price increase would generate for your business and write it down. Now, add up all the revenue you've just identified throughout all the strategies we've just covered. Keep in mind, that number was decided on conservatively. And keep in mind, this revenue isn't a one-time increase. This is revenue you will generate year after year after year if you diligently execute these strategies. But here's the really exciting news. All of this additional revenue we've just discovered, a mere drop in the bucket. When you execute each of these strategies, you've just created a system for your business that will generate consistent, large number of leads, conversions, sales, and ongoing basis of profitability. This systemization of your business creates a self-sustaining model that runs on its own without you, and without you having to be there all the time yourself. This is where you start to gain not only economic freedom, but also freedom of time and freedom to be with your family.